What's up, YouTube? This is Spade here, back again with another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. And today I'm gonna bring you guys a rarely used tier match against someone by the name of Nutray. It was a random match we had on Skype, and there you can see the teams, and I'm using the same team that I used in my battle where Fizzy Stardust made his awesome cameo. And like you can see from my opponent's team, he has a Gastrodon and a Cresselia. Gastro is OU, Cresselia is UU, but he was asking me if it would be okay for him to use his old rarely used team, which was his only team, and I said yes, because I just really wanted an RU tier match. But to be honest, I was kind of regretting it, mostly because of the Cresselia, because this match was like 60 turns long, and one of the reasons was the Cresselia. But without further ado, let's jump right into the match. Missed a few turns, but I substituted on the first turn. He switches from his Moltres into this little Noctoray, this Ferroseed. Breaks my sub with a Gyro Ball as I taunt him. And I go for the Will-O-Wisp just to play it safe. He does go back into Moltres, but it doesn't matter because I can just substitute again. See what he wants to do. He definitely looks like choice, and he does go for a U-turn. But since he is most likely timid or modest nature, it won't be able to break my sub because mine is attack nature, not stab, weak move, all that crap, no investment. But he switches into his Sharpedo now, goes for a random Protect, which is kind of, unnecessary since I have priority. But I go for Will-O-Wisp and I miss as he breaks my substitute with an EQ. Which is really unfortunate. I would have been able to cripple this thing like in the beginning of the match, but no, it doesn't happen, and I miss my Willow again, and he goes for EQ again. I don't really know why. I guess he just kind of felt bad or something. Although you shouldn't. Hacks is just part of the game. And this Sableye, although I really love this thing and it has been really good on every team that I've been using it, and LOL 69, it's just, in some cases, it just misses the Will-O-Wisp and too many times, and it's it's really annoying. But other than that, this thing is really good. But luckily, I'm finally able to hit my Will-O-Wisp, and coupled with the Life Orb, that's really going to cripple down this Sharpedo fast. And he doesn't want to stay in, so he's gonna switch out, and he goes into his Moltres again. But I'm just gonna go for the substitute. I just seriously love this thing, but I definitely need to set up my rocks. But anyways, I'm gonna go for the safe recover, and off the lefties I should be back to full health. And I see that this time he locks himself into Air Slash, which is really important, because now it means I can safely switch into my Omastar, which doesn't have the best special defense, but since I do resist it and I do have max HP, I can take the hit pretty okay. And most important of all, I can set up my rocks, meaning that next time he comes in, he will be pretty much crippled. And he goes into his Gastrodon pretty much to wall me, and I guess also expecting a, water type move, but I just indeed set up my rocks, and then I go for the spikes as he goes for the Toxic. And this match is really fast paced because yeah, it was really long, so I had to speed it up more times than usual. But I keep on just setting up my entry hazards. He goes for a random Protect, although he saw that I have entry hazards in the form of spikes as well. And here I just go for the knockoff, because this Gastrodon might be trouble later on. So I just want to cripple him the best I can. And, I can still set up my final layer of spikes here before I die. So everything goes in my favor. And we already saw that Sableye was big trouble to his team. So imagine now that I have all of my entry hazards up. It's gonna be beautiful. Anyways, I go into my Alakazam. He's gonna scout me, and I'm just gonna go for the safe energy ball again, because I am focus sashed. Because in case he stays in, I really want to keep my sash for later. So that's the reasoning behind that. But in comes Cresselia, who is going to Calm Mind on the switch. I don't really want to stay in, because, I know from past experience that Cresselia can set up on Alakazams, especially on those that aren't Life Orbed or anything. But I'm gonna go into my Sableye and, just taunt him. He goes for Moonlight, and I'm just gonna Will-O-Wisp because I do not have Toxic on this team, so it's the best status I can get on this thing. Every residual damage on Cresselia is definitely going to help. And let's see, he switches out because he can't do anything. The hidden power, even after one calm mind, did like crap. I'm thinking it's hidden power fire, but yeah, it's non-stab and really weak move and only +1 and probably not special attack investment either, so you know, it doesn't do anything. And in comes the Moltres, and this time he's gonna lock himself into Fire Blast, and I was kind of thinking about stalling him out a bit, but then I was like, well, he might miss, but then again, I do have a Pupitar, which I'm going to send out now, so I'm like, might as well switch this thing. It's a rock type, it has Eviolite, I can take hits like nothing, like you can see here. And he decides to stay in and keeps on Fire Blasting. He does get a burn though, which is really annoying, because I would have liked to set up a bit more Dragon Dances before revealing that I have rest. And this time he of course misses the Fire Blast, like how convenient. I could have possibly set up one more DD, but I go for the safe rest here, and luckily my Shedgeskin does activate here, so you know, it kind of balanced out in the end, which is nice. So I'm gonna set up my second Dragon Dance, which is great. Pupitar is just, you know, ready to sweep here. And he's still outspeeding me, and he gets another burn as I go for DD. But the funny thing is right here, Shedgeskin activates right after me getting burned, so it didn't even matter, which is just hilarious. And I'm at +3, so I'm just gonna take this thing out. I really should have, in hindsight, just set up more, but I didn't wanna, you know, get too cocky in case he crits and burns me or something like that. But I take him out with Smackdown, and in comes Gastrodon. The funny thing is that I was still not able to outspeed the Moltres even after +3, which, you know, this is Pupitar. What do you expect? I guess. But in comes Ferroseed, which does take the EQ, unfortunately, even after spikes and rocks. Gastrodon wasn't too lucky, but I'm guessing it was more especially defensive anyways. And he's gonna go for the lead seed. And following with the protect. I was thinking about you know, going for another DD, but I just wanted to play it safe, because either way this thing is going to be crippled to a point where it won't be walling anything on my team anymore. So that is pretty much what I really needed. So unfortunately Pupitar does go down, but I was able to still do a little mini sweep there, so it was really nice. Pupitar did great, but gonna revenge kill with my what's this thing? Swallow! Yes, brave bird everything, like Fizzy would say. Haha. But in comes Cresselia, which unfortunately is gonna be able to wall me. So I'm just gonna go for the super effective U-turn and just go into my Magneton. And he's gonna go for the Moonlight. And I think I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch. I do have a bit of an investment in special attack on this thing, so I was just hoping to see how much that would do, and then go back into my Swallow and possibly revenge kill after the damage, but it doesn't really do as much as I would have liked to. Not even after the, you know, the burn. I'm still not sure if I can revenge kill this thing. But in any case, I'm gonna go into my Swallow, go for the Facade. He either has to attack me or just, you know, go for the Moonlight. But it still does look like he's gonna be able to outstall me, especially since I'm, you know, burned as well because of my, you know, freaking burn orb or flame orb or whatever. So I'm just gonna U-turn again, and this is why Cresselia should not be RU. And good thing that it finally did move up, because it's really annoying. It's much more balanced in, you know, UU tier. But yeah, it can definitely sponge hits all day long, and this is indeed why this match was so long. I had a lot of trouble with this Cresselia. Although I can just go into my, you know, Sableye and pretty much wall him. I'm gonna taunt him again, stopping him from sitting up and recovering. And let's see what I'm going to do now. He switches out, okay. He switches out, goes into his Sharpedo as a Death Fodder, and I think I also pull a double switch here, actually. Yes, I do, and I go in my Magneton. I was just hoping to pull off the, you know, the Volt Switch shenanigans again with my Swallow, you know, getting the save switch in. But unfortunately, he does go into his Drapion, which does carry the EQ, and it does seem to be more offensive variant, especially considering that he didn't bring it out earlier to set up any entry assets like toxic spikes. That's what that's what this thing usually does anyways. But I'm gonna go into my I'm gonna go into my Sableye after the safe switching and just go for the Will-O-Wisp. He sword stances up, but luckily my Will-O-Wisp does hit, and here I'm just gonna taunt him just to prevent him from setting up more, and that is what he does try to do, because, you know, he knows that he can't really do much without any extra sword stances, and I'm just gonna speed this up because it was kinda a stallish part here, because I don't really know what he just keeps on going for the EQ, which is kinda surprising. I was expecting him to have the crunch as a, you know, stab move, but I don't know, I guess he doesn't have it. And, you know, here I'm just, you know, playing it safe and stalling him out and recovering, because I really want to have my Sableye at full health for his Cresselia, so that I can be guaranteed to stall him out. And here I think I'm finally going to switch out, because the only move that he's been using is EQ. And that is what he goes for again, so I am able to speed this process up a bit at least and get a safe switch into my Swellow, which was actually kinda risky, because I definitely need to... lol, 69 HP again. Wow. Anyways, I go into my Swellow and take out the Drapion, and in comes Cresselia again, which unfortunately is just going to Moonlight stall me again. But I don't think he even has too many Moonlights left, but he is still able to wall me, so this time I'm just gonna U-turn out, which does less than a Facade, because not stab, and kind of a weak move in the first place. But indeed, since he's forced into using Moonlight, I can safely go into my Sableye, and I can just, you know, taunt him again, and then possibly take him out with raw power. That is my plan right here. So I'm gonna go for the taunt right here, and he tries to go for the Calm Mind, but of course it will fail. And obvious stuff, and here I think I finally switch into my Alakazam, because I'm like, screw it. Of course my Focus Sash will break on the switch, but it's like, whatever, I don't really need it. And he goes for Hidden Power, and that was actually a crit. And well, Alakazam does have decent special defense, but still it's nothing to brag about. So I really take the hit really well, even though it was a crit. And judging by the damage, there's no way he can, even if he would have got another crit, it would not have KO'd. And his taunt does wear off here, but it will be too late, because I can just Shadow Ball him here for the KO, and that will be the game. Goddamn Cresselia. I was finally able to take it out. But anyways, indeed that will be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was kind of an interesting match. Sableye was able to do some shenanigans, and I was able to do a bit of a mini sweep with a Pupitar finally, which was nice. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like rating if you did enjoy this rarely used match. I might do more. I think I have at least one more rarely used match with this team. I might do more, because I've been really liking this team. It's been really fun using it, and you know, I'll have to see if I do more. I definitely could. But anyways, at this point I am just rambling here. But definitely stay tuned for tomorrow, because I will be posting the first episode of my 20k podcast. It will be the first episode will be around 1 hour long. So I hope you guys are excited about that. It was definitely a lot of fun doing, so thank you again everyone for the questions. We had about 400 of them, and it took us, me and my mystery friends, about let's see, about 3 hours to go through all of them. So the podcast will be, I think I'm just gonna cut it in, you know, the first episode will be indeed 1 hour long, but I think I'm gonna cut it in 4 parts. So it's gonna be a sub-special that's gonna last for a month. I'm gonna post 1 episode per weekend. You know, that's how it's usually best to do with these kind of podcasts. You know, not to spam them like every day. That doesn't really work. That's how I've been doing in the past, and you know, I think it's gonna be the best thing to do. But definitely stay on a look for that. Tomorrow, the first part, and yeah, I think I'm done for the day. I've rambled for quite some time. Leave a comment if you listen to my ramblings again. I know some people don't, but that is why I usually like to ramble at the end, so it's not away from the battle. But anyways, thank you again, and I will see you guys tomorrow with the podcast. Stay tuned. Until next time, this is the Flaming Spade signing out. Peace.